This is the Sports Stop with your hosts, James, Atticus, and Evan. Only on WSJU Radio.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Sports Stop here on WSJU Radio, the voice of St. John's University. I am WSJU's own James Mitchell. Alongside me is my partner, Evan McGuire, and that's it. As Atticus George Andrzejewski is ill today, bad sore throat, and if you can't talk, you can't be on the radio. That's my motto. And guys, April 30th, 2014, a not so beautiful Wednesday today, is it, Evan?
No, it's very rainy out.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This day is for the Ducks here in New York City. And hopefully those Ducks have a little extra feathers because it's pretty cold out there, too.
It's very raw out. It's no fun outside.
No, not at all.
Get maybe a little warmer. It's not as miserable, but can't have everything.
No, you cannot. I certainly missed some announcements that just came into the studio, and I'll probably read one per news. But first, I want you to know to check out the Youth at Risk video competition. To enter, you need to produce a 3 to 5 minute video featuring the mission of Youth at Risk. Post the video on YouTube and send the link to @lockontoRiskLeadership@gmail.com. For more information, please visit the Facebook page Video Competition-Youth at Risk. All right, we had that news last week too. Very good. All right, and again, I'm gonna be doing more announcements as each half hour goes by with the news. All right, so Evan, how you doing today? Just you and I today.
Yeah. Now I know what it's like to only have two people in here.
Yeah, we had that once. I believe it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was,
where you weren't here.
Yeah,
and,
it was just you and Atticus.
Yep, just Atticus and I. See, I'm the constant. I'm the boulder.
Technically, you're the last one standing. I remember you saying that.
Wait, when was that?
On that show, you're like, who's going to be the last one standing?
Oh, yes.
So, technically, that's you.
Yeah.
You have yet to miss a show.
That's right. I don't plan to. Mr. Consistency. Just call me Cal Ripken Jr. All right, call in at 718-990-3SJU. That's 718-990-3758 if you want to talk sports with us. I would hope you would, because we love watching sports and talking sports. Or you can tweet at us at SportsStop WSJU.
Had to think about that one for a second.
Yes. I was going to say WSJU SportsStop.
No, other way around.
Other way around. That's only if you're a little shy, you don't want to be calling in on the air. But
we'll be checking it, though. We'll get you out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, but of course the top news story, as we're just going to dive right into that right now, top news story is, of course, the NBA news of Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling getting the lifetime banishment and the fine of $2.5 million. Now, Evan, we were talking about this before, and you had a nice little nugget about this fine.
Yeah, I saw in a tweet from Darren Rovell that the equivalent of $2.5 million to Sterling for an average person is only $55. $55.
Guy's got a nice big chunk of change.
Like, to me, that's not enough of a punishment. You have to find another way around it because, as you informed to me, that's the max the CBA allows.
Yes, the $2.5 million fine is the maximum amount allowed under the NBA's charter. Like so, I mean, that's the most you can get. Obviously, it is the biggest fine in NBA history.
Like, he's just going into his wallet and just giving him cash for that one. Like, 2.5 is not making any dent in his bank account. Yet, I think he should find some way to, because he's going to make $850 million plus by selling the team. So,
I mean, I'm gonna go look up Forbes and see how much the LA Clippers are worth.
I'm thinking from the Milwaukee Bucks when we looked them up.
Right.
They were listed at $4 million and they got like $500 million.
But I mean, that's Milwaukee, so I mean, we're gonna.
That's my point. Milwaukee
right.
got $100+ million more than they were valued at. That's just think about the Clippers, who are up and coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Stacked team. They're championship caliber. I mean,
they're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, they have a legitimate shot. They just won last night to go 3-2 on Golden State.
Yeah, and so they could be moving on. It says here on Forbes valuations is they are the 13th highest valued team in the NBA at $575 million.
I mean, you can only imagine how much they'll go for.
Sterling paid
only 12.
Only 12 in 1981. That's a pretty profit for him. But also he's getting the lifetime ban. That's if Adam Silver can get the what is it? The 75% owners agreement on this, which I don't think he should have that big of a problem to get. All right, we have a new prospective member in who came in last week in our hour-long show. It's Kurt. Kurt, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing today?
Good. It's just us two today, so always welcome to have you in.
Thank you.
Kurt, what's your last name?
Semm. S-E-M-M.
S-E-M-M.
German, if you wanted to know that much. But
yes, we got that.
It's a German last name.
Gotcha.
But anyway, going to go from I just heard you guys over talking about the Clippers, of course.
Yeah, he's jumping right in now.
But right now, Forbes has them as they're worth $575 million.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they legally they just do whatever they are right now and they sell it, and that's how much he gets, or is it like?
Oh, Milwaukee was like $400 million, and they sold him for like $500.
Well, but I feel like it's different because he's like forced to sell his team.
Yeah, but I think he should be limited. Like he should, whatever he makes, he should cut it in half, and because you have to find some way to punish him more than $2.5 million. Which
I thought that was a silly or not enforcing penalty.
Yeah,
he's already gonna sell his team, which is why he's a billionaire,
right?
Practically. So, 2.5, he's going to be all right, give me...
Yeah, so
where's my
just
it's equivalent to $55 for us.
Yeah.
But like I was telling Evan and the folks at home, that's the highest the NBA charter allows to find somebody at 2.5. So
I just think it's kind of extreme that if you're if you say racist comments, it's 2.5, but then if you Greg Popovich, if you don't play your 3 best players, it's in the hundreds of thousands. I just think that it's kind of that their scale's a little bit
right
off or tweak.
Yeah,
there's flaws in it, but all major organizations do though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you have any other thoughts on this? Just personal thoughts?
No, I kind of see the entire situation as Donald Sterling coming out of the racist closet.
Yeah, I mean everybody knew that he would scream profanities and things like that at his players. Baron Davis went public with this. I mean, it's no secret. Sterling got fined by a few of his tenants when he owned an apartment building or whatever because of racism and discrimination. So I mean, everybody knew this. And actually, I loved a tweet by J.A. Adondi, who I think writes for the LA Times or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said, I mean, Donald Sterling pretty much said this. Donald Sterling has done worse things.
Yeah.
But, even Capone was arrested on tax evasion, so, I mean...
he didn't actually do anything to anyone. It was just... He just kind of admitted that he was a racist person and that he did not like...
Oh, he hasn't admitted to it yet.
Yeah, but if he hasn't tried...
girlfriend got him back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that's also a little fishy how he... during the entire thing you found out that he's suing her for $1.8 million, and then this video comes out. So
payback sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
you're getting sued.
It's a little fishy that she would even have a record, she would record a conversation. I don't know how well that would hold up if they were to go to court with this or whatever. But I mean, there was also speculation that it was edited, things like that, because for her to get her revenge. But all I know is that, I mean, there's a lifetime ban in effect, and that hasn't happened since the mid-'90s in the NBA. A lot of it's happened in the 50s when guys would shave points and bet on their own team and things like that. I think there was 1 or 2 in the 60s, 1 or 2 in the 80s. Then the 90s came.
And then there was the referee. Did he get the lifetime ban?
Donaghy,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Donaghy,
right,
the guy
yeah.
who bet.
Did he get a lifetime ban?
I think so.
I mean,
or I think he's still in court, but I know
it's
his
a referee, but
Yeah.
still NBA. So
Last one to be for player or owner or coach or anything like that was Richard Dumas from the Phoenix Suns. Briefly suspended for violating the NBA substance abuse policy. Then he tested for banned substance and failed to participate in a drug rehab program. And after 2 years, he was reinstated and was subsequently banned for violating a clause in his contract, which prohibited him from consuming alcohol. So, I mean, the guy just had a bunch of addiction problems, and...
Actually, I think they did a 30 for 30 on that.
Yeah?
There's a 30 for 30 on some like really great player, and then all he ever did when he got to the NBA was just get way too drugged out.
Gotcha. Well, that was the last person to get the lifetime ban in the NBA back in '95.
It's more
Richard
frequent
Dumas.
in baseball, right?
I mean, not really. All right, biggest fine is $6 million. Stern fined Sterling $6 million for monthly. For moving the team from San Diego to L.A. That's what you said. All right, sorry, Dave's in the back, and he wrote that news on the paper, and the top was big, and then it just got kind of smaller. I just kind of stopped reading it. All right, so that was $6 million to Sterling.
So you were back then. There was probably more. There was probably a cap on how much you can fine a guy.
Yeah, I mean now it's in the charter. So
well, baseball there's no cap. Like there's no cap salary, so I feel like there wouldn't be a cap for fines.
I mean, maybe not in baseball.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Baseball,
Okay.
but like, there's not really like a. Baseball's kind of like as like depending on how much money you have, that's how much we're gonna ask for, type of thing.
Gotcha.
That's how it should be for fines in NBA.
I mean,
guy's a billionaire. Fine him. Fine him. Make an impact in his wallet.
You know who the last owner in any of the major sports leagues to get banned for life from their respective league?
No, I do not.
No, Evan, do you know?
Owner wise?
Yeah.
I know George Steinbrenner was suspended for 3 years for... No, but it was only 3 years for going to a Bucky to get some dirt on a player, right?
It was originally... I think it was Winfield. It was originally lifetime ban, but they reinstated him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense because he's like... Well, I own the Yankees, so...
Yeah.
I bring the money in.
That's right. So, I mean, you had the Clippers... Actually, a report came out about the Warriors last night. If Silver didn't do anything,
they were planning on boycotting.
They were planning on boycotting the game.
Yeah.
At the tip-off, they were going to walk off the court. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I just saw the report.
I think they were going to be serious about it.
I think they would have been too, though.
I mean,
you saw you have to be, and they would have gotten so much support from LeBron, Kevin Durant. And
I think the Clippers would have walked off after them.
I think the Clippers would have walked off first, and then the Golden State, because you saw the Clippers' silent protests by throwing their warm-ups down. And then Miami supported them by putting their warm-ups down.
I thought that was kind of like, really, Miami? I feel like you're just trying to get
get publicity.
Yeah,
it's all about publicity.
Yeah,
it's all about.
I was
publicity.
just like, it's not your team. Like, I was like,
you're showing support, though. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the big difference.
I guess it's players against owners. Going back to CBA talks and things like that. Of course, that means collective bargaining agreement. For those of you who don't know. All right, but game still goes on. So we had some playoff games. The Clippers played last night. They won that game.
They won by 10.
And now they're up in the series 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, and it was such a big difference, but from last game they played where they got blown out by Golden State. I mean, they came to play. If the ruling went differently, do you think that would have affected them or still come out the same way?
I mean, I don't know.
Minus a boycott.
Maybe. I don't know if Like, what do you mean by ruling differently? Like, if they didn't do anything?
If it just a different ruling that they weren't
like, let's say
exactly happy about.
he was suspended for like a year.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if he was suspended for a year, they might have still had a little bit of momentum on their side. But I mean, I think with the lifetime banishment, it kind of really shocked everybody. I don't think anybody was expecting that.
Everyone expected him to kind of go out there and be like, he's banned for right now, and then in a week I'm going to have like another press conference.
Yeah.
And then say like, all right, we're going to have this meeting to ban him.
Right.
Like, that's, I think everyone kind of suspected that, like, it's going to be very slow moving.
Everybody saw a fine coming. I don't know what they thought it would be, but nobody really saw the lifetime banishment right there.
I think Adam Silver handled it very nicely, though.
Yeah, and I kind of wish Atticus was here. I really wish Atticus was here because he was such a hater of David Stern because of, they moved the Supersonics out of Seattle, and he wasn't really too fond of that move. Not at all, no way. But I wanted to see
his reaction to Silver.
Yeah, to Adam Silver being like, because this is pretty much Adam Silver's first
big move.
Yeah,
you could see it while he was giving his press conference. He was so nervous.
Yeah, and then he started to get into like his like feeling confident and like knowing like everyone would back him up once they heard his ruling on it.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't interview all owners or things like that, but I know here in New York they talked to James Dolan, and he said, "Yeah, I'm behind him 100%. I'm going to be voting for the banishment." I know.
Well,
Mark
I feel like
Cuban
now,
said that too.
it's gone. Like when they have that vote, if you don't vote, then that's going to be another huge story and be like, what NBA voters said no.
It's true.
I thought I saw that Cuban wasn't happy about how the NBA was treating the situation before, and then after the fine and the banishment came down, he agreed with it. I think I saw a tweet that he didn't like how the situation was being handled at first.
He said that he wasn't, like, he didn't support anything that Donald Sterling did, but from the headline I read, he thought it would be very hard to force Sterling out of the league. But I guess, they found it in the NBA bylaws. Adam Silver did his homework, and apparently they could do this.
That's what I think I respect most about Adam Silver, because as soon as he heard this story, he said, all right, we need to check if it's like a real thing. We need to make sure
due process.
We need to make sure what can we do legally, and then just give us a few days to kind of figure everything out. And it only took him 3 days to do that. It happened on Saturday morning.
Very quick turnaround.
Yeah, it happened, and I think they had a game the next night or a game that night. So he's like, "Yeah, Sterling, don't go to that. You're not allowed to go to that."
if he went to that, oh my god,
that wouldn't have been good. If he went to that, oh my god, we'd have such a juicy story.
Seriously, we could talk all day.
We could talk all
2 hours about that.
But no, and of course Sterling did not go. But, that just kind of gave... Because it happened so fast. Silver just hey, don't go. Let us talk about this more. Don't make a scene or anything like that.
Well, didn't they also even... They interviewed Donald Sterling, too.
And he didn't care.
Yeah. He's like, yep, that was my voice.
Yeah, that was me.
But he never... hasn't apologized yet.
No
apologies or anything. I mean, Adam Silver apologized before Sterling has said anything, really.
Yeah, but I feel like it at this point, if he did was I'm sorry, everyone's gonna be well, you can't, you're not sorry because you still don't like.
Well,
you're still racist. So it's at this point, if you're racist, why apologize? If everyone knows you're racist, unless you actually have a spiritual enlightening,
still nothing.
I see all people as equal. Unless you have that, there's no point to apologize. He's just a racist dude with a lot of money who bought the Clippers.
It's true.
And he's going to sell them for a lot.
Apparently that's not in the background check of the NBA to be an owner.
I mean, I don't know what the deal was back in 1981, because he's been an owner for
there's been no rules
quite
back
a
then.
long time.
It was
however,
good basketball.
You guys know who seems to be very, very interested in owning the Clippers,
a lot of
right?
people.
But who's number one?
Magic Johnson, right?
Well, Magic Johnson, that was rumored, but he's not the guy I'm thinking of.
Now Floyd Money
Mayweather.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Came out.
Because he would buy like the most expensive uniforms, and he would make that team look so cool, and he would worry more about like the way they looked.
I mean, the guy.
I think he would ruin the team.
Yeah, I know.
He would absolutely ruin the
He
team.
may ruin the team. However,
Maybe the bad boys come back to the Los Angeles now.
oh yeah, maybe.
Teach him some boxing lessons, maybe.
Also, Oscar De La Hoya is interested in buying it as well.
Really?
Another former boxer.
I think they should have a
heavyweight bout.
Yeah, heavyweight bout, and see who can get it.
That'd be really cool.
Meanwhile, Magic Johnson just purchased him in the middle of the fight.
Well, isn't it? It's Magic Johnson's like
Rival team.
It's,
So if Magic Johnson buys the Clippers, do Lakers fans have to hate him?
No.
no, I feel like they're gonna
Buying
combine
the
and
rival
become
franchise.
one major
No, I don't
Lakers
think so.
super team.
Also, I was reading the Forbes top 10. Billy Crystal, comedian, an actor.
And a huge Clippers
he's-
fan, right?
I think so. But he's from New York, so I don't know what.
He's just a fan.
Yeah, he's just a sports fan. He's a really big baseball fan. Huge Yankee fan. Oh yeah, he is a longtime Clippers super fan. Why, Billy?
Why not?
He actually owns a small piece of the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're saying it's a long shot, but they just put his name in there.
I mean, they can put every single person's name in there.
They could.
I saw the richest man in L.A. has his name in there.
for sure.
Yep. Magic Johnson. You got Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya.
And like the richest man in
I feel like
the U.S. and
basketball wise, I feel like Magic Johnson makes the most sense because
yeah.
he knows basketball. But like, and I feel like the other people would just not really.
I mean, going back to your point though, with the L.A. Lakers and the L.A. Clippers. If Michael Jordan bought, I don't know, the Pacers, if they bought like some nearby team from Chicago, would Bulls fans really hate him?
Well, no, because he's the greatest of all time right now.
Yeah. So Magic Johnson.
And he's like the only time the only time the Bulls ever said they were winning.
But
was when Michael Jordan was there.
But like, what happens when like he transforms that team and he wins the championship and he gets the ring for the Clippers?
I mean,
and the Lakers aren't in the picture anymore.
Everyone's gonna be like,
What happens?
Everyone's gonna be like, why Magic Johnson? Why?
I
Why?
think
Everyone's
there
gonna
would be-
question
But I think that'll be mainly media going outraged.
I think a lot of fans will.
I think they would too.
Because think about the diehards though. Think about the diehard fans.
I mean, they gotta respect Magic Johnson. What he's done with them.
He has to respect the organization, as the diehard fans would say.
I don't know. Besides, Magic Johnson already has the Dodgers.
Yeah.
He has the Dodgers.
Only for $1 billion, right? Only for $1 billion.
More or less.
And everyone's like, I didn't know Magic Johnson had $1 billion, but it's him in like an investing group, right?
Yeah.
And
He's
has,
just the face of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a smart pickup by that investing group right there.
and now he's got the Dodgers as the highest payroll in the MLB.
Overtaking the Yankees.
Overtaking the Yankees. First time in
A long time.
a long time. But yeah, so he's flashy about it.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Steve Kerr is actually getting. They're saying that he's getting
They're
really close.
Once the first round ends, I think they said they were going to announce the contract.
I think they better do it sooner rather than later because I think I heard on a report today that he may be a good fit for the Pacers. And if the Pacers don't make it out of the first round, their head coach is gone.
He's not going to the Pacers.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure they have pretty much
they
the
probably
contract.
have a deal in place.
I think they have
Plus,
the contract pretty
he's
much
Phil
done.
Jackson's boy.
Yeah.
He's his boy. He's his guy.
Who do you think the Pacers should go after?
I don't know. I think they should focus on winning these next two games.
They
or else
can't
they're
win
out.
these next two games. They just got blown out at home. They were down by 20 at halftime at home.
And they're not good they're not good in Atlanta either, historically speaking.
Wait, who are they playing?
The Hawks.
The Hawks.
Yeah.
The
Hawks are very underrated, though. The Hawks.
The Pacers are the number 1 seed. Enough said.
I know. Hey, Patrick Ewing got to the finals as an 8 seed once.
You're talking about Patrick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Kyle Korver, Paul Millsap.
Oh.
Is that it? Is that it?
Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague can ball, though. Jeff Teague can ball.
It's
Dennis
embarrassing
Schroeder,
going
that
against-
guy from Germany. Who is this on the Hawks? That's it. That's all
Is
I got.
Horford still there? Is Horford even playing?
Al Horford?
I don't even think he's playing.
But he's still on the team, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think he's got to be.
I mean, I haven't heard his name, so I haven't been watching the game.
Here's another question for you guys.
Yeah.
Is Scotty Brooks on the hot seat? Because for the Thunder.
Oh.
I don't.
They lost last night.
They did, and they're down 3-2.
If
Russell Westbrook had a triple-double and they lost.
But he had 20 missed field goals. He shot 10 for 31 last night, taking 7 more shots than Kevin Durant, or I think more than 7.
Yeah, Kevin Durant went 10 for 24, and then Russell Westbrook
7.
10 for 31.
He missed 21 shots last night. Got a triple-double, but missed 21 shots. That if Durant can miss 21 shots, then everyone's like, okay, you took more shots than Westbrook. But that never happens. Westbrook shoots too much. He's not good enough to shoot like that when you have Kevin Durant on the team.
True.
Pass the ball to Kevin Durant, he'll win you the game. That should be their new game plan.
All right, that's the top stories segment. Next segment, what should we do? Hey, you a big fan of NHL?
I'll watch it, and I've been watching it more since I moved to the East Coast. But yeah, we can talk about the NHL.
Attaboy. All right, so next segment, that sounds like we're going to be doing a little bit of the NHL. We may go back to the NBA. I don't know. We'll wing it.
We'll see.
We'll
I
wing
mean,
it.
you can see our rundown. Our rundown is a work of art today.
Yeah, it's usually I have maybe not usually, but usually I have a list of what we go over at what time.
We usually have 4 segments.
Usually we have 4 segments. Instead, I just put YOLO in different colors
So we have
for 5 times.
We have 5 segments of YOLO today. So
You only live once, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around on WSJU Radio, the voice of St. John's University.
Welcome back to the Sports Stop.
Yes, we are back in town, ladies and gentlemen, and we have some breaking news. Evan's on the tweeter over here. Evan, what'd you find?
I found some amazing news.
What is this amazing news that everybody's excited about?
Oprah Winfrey is considering teaming up with David Geffen and Larry Ellison to make a bid on the Clippers.
Oprah may buy the LA Clippers.
I am so excited.
That is exciting. That's probably that's the best news we've ever broken. Call in with your excitement at 718-990-3SJU. That's 718-990-3758. Oprah, guys.
Oprah.
You know what? If you go to a Clippers game, you're getting a car. Everybody's getting a car if you go to a Clippers game.
I say let's go to a Clippers game.
All of the players, they're getting cars.
Like they need it.
All of the visiting players, they get a car. Everybody's getting a car when they go to Staples Center for a Clippers game.
Everyone's just going to have a car.
If
you play the NBA, you have a car.
Oh my God! Instead of a half-point shot, they're going to do like a layup for a vehicle. Because Oprah.
How many people can make a layup though?
Hey, it's easier than a half-court shot.
We would have a lot of dum-dums.
We would have a lot of dum-dums. Oh, Kurt, we didn't do dum-dums last week.
Ooh, it's just
it was only an hour.
Yeah, do you know what a dum-dum is?
This is just like, is it kind of like a not top 10
Yes.
or like a blooper?
Yeah, it's
just
sort of like that. Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're just like, really?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that at the start of the next half-hour segment. All right, so this half hour started off with some great news. Oprah. That's so funny. Oprah. That's so funny. All right, but let's talk about the NHL, guys. We have 3 Game 7s tonight.
So pumped.
One is the New York Rangers against the Philadelphia Flyers. Got a little testy last night in the stands.
There was
As Rangers and
two fights
Flyers
out there.
fans were getting into it.
I think the fans have been more chippy than the game. I don't think we've even seen the start of the chippiness. I think it's going to be really feisty tonight.
Last night, Philadelphia won their home rink. Simmons had
dominated.
a hat trick.
Yeah.
So
there were a lot of hats thrown on the ice.
oh yeah, but now it's back in New York. Game 7, do or die. Well, it'll be interesting
Who
to
you
see.
have? I think you won with the Rangers.
I did go with the Rangers.
I'm going to go Rangers. I'm going to go with the Rangers.
You're going Philly, right?
I'm going Philly.
Ooh, Game
I go
7
Philly.
in Madison Square Garden.
They ripped them last night, and Mason's back.
Yeah, Mason's back.
He played phenomenal last night. I think he can bring that. If he brings that tonight, controls his rebounds a little bit better, I think I think if the Flyers can score the first goal, they'll win the game definitely.
Last night, in case you're wondering, Flyers won 5-2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Well, hockey's one of the most momentum-based.
Oh, yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
Steve Mason's hot.
Yeah, even more than I would say like a basketball or like football.
Absolutely.
I know baseball kind of has that thing too.
Yeah,
where if for some reason
But I mean, it's all about if the goalie's hot or not.
It's true.
Yeah.
Lundqvist gave up four goals, and they actually pulled him to give him some extra rest for tonight.
And then they scored an open goal to get their fifth. Okay, so the other games tonight are the Wild versus the Avalanche.
That's going to be a good game.
I had the Avalanche winning that series, by the way.
I
think you had the Avalanche,
yeah.
but I think you had them coming out next round.
Yeah, I didn't have them going farther.
And then you have the Kings versus the Sharks. Now the Sharks had a 3-0 series lead.
That's why I'm taking the Kings. That's why I'm taking the Kings.
The Kings
just
have came
the
back, so it's
momentum
3-3.
I mean, it's watching the San Jose in the first 3 games was unbelievable. Like, they couldn't go wrong. Every shot they had was going in. Now they can't even get a shot on goal, it seems like. They're just falling apart.
And that's common in San Jose playoff history.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they had...
That's just sums up all of San Jose.
Yeah.
They
as
can't
soon
make
as
it
they're
out.
out. Yeah.
They can't clinch the final game in the first round. It's unbelievable.
Now, the 5 teams that are moving on are the Blackhawks and the Ducks going out of the West. They were both the 1 and 2 seeds, am I right? No. They were not. I believe the Ducks were the 1 seed.
Colorado's 2.
Colorado's the 2. And I think St. Louis was 3.
Yeah, St. Louis was 3 and the Blackhawks won.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my Stanley Cup pick. So
That is true.
thank God.
Wait, who'd you pick?
I went with the Blackhawks.
Yeah,
Blackhawks over Bruins, I believe, in a rematch.
Yeah,
I think I had...
real original.
Yeah.
No one picks a rematch of the Stanley Cup.
I believe I told him real original when he said that.
No,
That's
so
like
thank
me
you.
being like, oh, I think the Super Bowl is going to be the Denver Broncos versus Seahawks.
But
again. And you're probably right, which is funny.
Who would pick
but
a rematch? How many people would pick a rematch?
right now,
Because nobody wants to pick a rematch.
Yeah, the Super Bowl's going to be the same thing again, I think.
I don't think so. It's going to be different.
Guys, that's like 10 months away.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just, it's like the same scenario though. Like they were both clearly the 2 best teams coming in to the.
Not the Blackhawks.
Well, you have to give them that though. They won the Stanley Cup last year, so you have to give them the fact that they're the best team.
They're defending
champs,
champs until
even
they
if
lose.
you're injured or hurt, you're still when they're healthy, they're the best. Technically, they're supposed to be the best team, and they still have that. And the Bruins still know, when they go back, they're like, remember last year when we were in the same spot and then we beat you guys?
and then they're still going to lose.
no matter what the Bruins say, that's still going to be in the back of the Bruins' minds. Wow, we lost last year to these people.
I had the Bruins beating the Avalanche, actually. That was my pick.
The young Avalanche.
Kurt, do you have a pick?
For the Stanley?
Yeah.
I like the Penguins.
Okay.
Cool.
Now, you're a fan of the Penguins?
No, I'm not a fan of the
Okay.
Penguins, but
Okay.
I just think I like Sidney Crosby though. I'm a fan of him
Oh, yeah.
individually, and I think Malkin last night had a hat trick, right, or a couple nights ago.
Malkin, yeah.
Yeah, Malkin.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a hat trick, and if he
And they
can get
almost
going
blew
too,
that game, which is hysterical.
but they closed out the series, so
Yeah, but
they
they're
beat
rooted
Columbus.
heavy for the Rangers to win this series. If they go up against the Flyers, I think the Flyers are going to destroy them. Flyers have their number.
Penguins beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-2.
Barely.
Canadians swept last week, actually.
Yeah.
That was the breaking news. They're on a week off. They have a week break.
I don't think that's good in the playoffs.
No,
especially in hockey
You have to
too.
keep that
Yeah.
goalie going, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it gets them healthy. You
it's
have that,
true, but
it cools the goalie down.
yeah, it cools the goalie down. The momentum's not there. Of course, the Bruins beat the Red Wings 4-1.
And actually, that
was kind of a quick series.
The
as
next
well.
series is going to be Bruins versus Canadians, I believe.
Yeah, so
That is going to be a series.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That's probably it's one of the
historical series. Too,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Original
probably
six.
That's probably the
Right?
biggest rivalry. One of the biggest rivalries in hockey, and that is going to be amazing to watch.
Mm-hmm. Now, your boy Parise had a big night for the Wild the other night.
Whose boy? Is that your boy?
No,
Kurt?
that's your boy. your main man.
I know you're not talking
Zach
about
Parise, former Devils captain.
Yeah, well, he's going to choke tonight.
All right.
He's going to choke.
Who is... All right, let's say Marty Brodeur.
I'll always root for Marty.
Let's say he buys the Rangers.
He will not buy the Rangers.
Let's say he does. How would you feel about that?
I would feel a little betrayed.
Okay. Going back to the Magic Johnson buying the Clippers.
See, I would feel a little betrayed.
Okay.
That's why he would never do it.
See, I don't...
Yeah, he would buy the Devils first because they need help still.
They do need help. But hey, they got Yager.
Hey, and speaking of Yager, he is a what is it, Masterson Trophy?
Finalist. Yeah, there's three guys going for the Masterson Trophy. They're the finalists. You got Jaromir Yager, you got Manny Malhotra, and you got Dominic Moore.
And the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy goes out to the best player who exemplifies the qualities of perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to hockey.
Well, when you got like a 44-year-old player, you obviously have a dedicated player.
You gotta love hockey to be.
And
40.
and he's a Hall of Famer.
It's true. He's not 44. He's like 41, 42.
42, I think.
Yeah, okay. Just giving him a few years, because he'll still be playing at 44.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, the guy's got.
Well, he might stop. He might stop then, so he can play in the
Russian league.
No, so he can play in the Olympics.
Right.
Because they're probably going to ban NHL players from it.
Yeah, that's another talk for another day.
I disagree with that. Just a quick interjection on that, but
I think there's because
I get why they do it.
Tavares injury, I think that's going to lead to the whole debacle.
Yeah,
I just feel like it'd be interesting if the NHL wasn't a predominant if the NHL was predominantly like a USA players win it. I wonder if that would change the.
I mean, we would just have to use college kids. Go back to the great Miracle on Ice days.
Oh yeah,
I would love to see that again.
That would be cool. But you'd also love to see NHL players in the Olympics.
I think it's going to be a huge letdown if they do this. But at the same time, I mean, bring back Miracle on Ice. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but you can't guarantee that every time. Like you can't be like.
That's what they'll try to sell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can try and sell that, and people are going to buy in, and it's going to be awesome, but...
You hope it's awesome.
When they don't deliver, it's going to be like, NHL
like, what
players
happens if they're like, if the same thing happens again, and then Russia just completely destroys us, and then we'll be like, hey, that's not what happened in the movie.
Well... yeah.
And then we're gonna be like,
6-1.
I don't like this.
As long as we don't get blown out like the first time they played the Miracle on Ice team. Was it 12-2 or something?
I'm totally gonna watch that movie.
Embarrassing.
Soon. I haven't seen it.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Great
so
movie.
Good. What was that?
That's my awkward pause.
All right. Moving on.
Moving
That's
on.
our next talking point.
What is going to be our next talk? Let's go to the West. Yeah, let's see who we didn't cover.
I don't even know who we didn't
in the NHL. All right, we talked a little bit about the Wild and the Avalanche.
And you have Avalanche.
I have the
on.
Avalanche
I have
moving on.
Avalanche.
I'll take the Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Okay.
Going with the young Avs.
Yeah, I like them. They may not have the experience, but I like them a lot.
I mean, the Darcy Kemper for the Minnesota goalie has been playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
like, he came in and relieved
Brizgalov?
I think it's Brizgalov. It's one of the ex-Flyers.
Who was
Bobrovsky or Brizgalov?
You're talking about the Wild, right?
Yeah.
Who was the goalie for the Wild that went down earlier this year?
I think they've gone through about 5 goalies this year.
but who was that one that
Backstrom?
started out really well? No, not Backstrom, the other one.
I know exactly what you're talking
you know who
about.
I'm talking about.
He has MS or something.
MS, yes.
And
that's what I'm talking about.
I'll look him up.
Yeah, look him up. Because he started out on fire this year.
He was probably a Vezina trophy candidate.
I was this close to trading for him, which is probably a good idea that I didn't because I don't know. I have no idea if he played since then. But also we have the San Jose Sharks going against the LA Kings. Of course, Sharks are 3-0. Kings now back 3-3. You have the hot goalie. I had the Sharks originally, but I don't like them losing 3 in a row going into Game 7.
I had the Kings because
Jonathan Quick.
Well, yes, because he can get hot at a moment's notice. Josh Harding.
Yeah, he was good.
That was the Minnesota Wild goalie that went on the IR because of MS treatment.
Yeah,
which I give him a lot of credit for playing.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's amazing that he's going to play.
It's something you have to overcome.
Yeah, and
it's tough to do too.
He was a great goalie in the beginning of the year.
Yes, he was. I almost traded for him, even though I made like 7 trades in the fantasy hockey season.
I think he made.
I got an award for that.
Wheeling and dealing.
That's right. It was. I think it was the. Did I tell you about this?
No, but I just.
I think it was the wheeling and dealing award.
Fantasy football, is the same award.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And the East is pretty much locked up except for the Rangers and the Flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Rangers win tonight, they'll play
the Penguins. Yeah.
They'll. That's a toss-up in the series. I think that's another 7-game series.
Yeah.
Because I
like that.
I think that's another 7-game series, and it can go either way because the Penguins play good against the Rangers, but the Rangers have that talent to beat them because Pittsburgh's so inconsistent.
They are very inconsistent, especially defensively. I mean, their offense, can score just like that. We all know that.
We saw that against the Blue Jackets when they scored like
3 goals in 2 minutes.
3 goals in 3 minutes.
Yeah, but then there's times where they can't
defend to save their lives, like the last 3 minutes of in that 3-minute interval when the Blue Jackets scored 3 in a row. And the Blue Jackets don't have that great of an offense, in my opinion.
They kind of go with the Mike D'Antoni offense of we're just going to score as much points as we can.
Oh, absolutely.
And then just hope to God we don't have to play defense.
Just outscore them, win 7-6 or whatever.
And you saw that with the U.S. Olympic team when they played all their games offensively, and then they tried to play defensively against Canada and they lost. Was Pittsburgh's head coach the coach of the Olympic team? He was.
Yes, he was.
Yes,
that's what I thought.
I wasn't really sure.
You were thinking really hard.
I was thinking. I just didn't want to sound like an idiot.
I tried to say it sarcastically to give you a hint.
I just didn't want to be wrong and sound like an idiot. I just got to check up myself.
But I mean, coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, probably not.
I just
stick to your strong points.
I think it's cool how in the basketball and now in the NHL, you're just seeing probably the best first round of playoff match.
There's been.
Because there's
14 overtime games so far in NHL and 8 NBA overtime games.
4 in the Grizzlies Thunder series.
4 in a row.
Yeah, I think that series is just more remarkable than the Pacers to me.
No, nothing's more remarkable than.
You mean more disappointing?
No, but
Pacers are the disappointment.
Yeah, but I honestly just don't see how the Sharks have. If you look at the last game, look,
Sharks
Kings scored 3 goals in the third period, and just with that, it's just so such a telling sign of the Sharks. Just everyone's oh, I really hope it doesn't happen again. I really hope.
I mean, what goalie would you start? Niemi, who's the starting goalie, who got pulled twice in the past game and then benched twice in the last 3 games, and then benched last game. Or Stalock, who lost Game 6 for them. Who would you put in goal?
It's a tough call. I honestly wasn't paying attention. All I heard was the last guy.
Niemi? He got pulled in 2 out of the 2 games before Game 6.
Okay.
Got pulled 2 in a row.
All right.
Or Stalock, who's the backup goalie, and he lost Game 6 for them. Who would you put in goal?
Oh, so it is a tough call.
Yeah, it really is.
Good. Don't make me second-guess myself in my intelligence of
hockey.
hockey.
You should have listened to the first part.
I didn't listen to the first. I was too busy reading something.
So I mean,
it was NASCAR news if anybody's interested.
So I mean, it's a really tough call either way you go because neither of their goalies are hot right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And their offense isn't hot either.
And that's what's important in hockey.
If you go statistically, in the playoffs, they're both, Statluck is he's only played 1 game, allowed 2 goals, and saving 93%.
I mean, but at the same time, he's played in 3 games because he's relieved Niemi, but he hasn't done much in them.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah, and
still giving up
Niemi's
goals.
number, it's just honestly kind of a toss-up. Like, not, I feel
Flip
like...
a coin.
Yeah.
Find out which one you want.
I feel like you have to go with Niemi, because
I
he's been your...
say Niemi. He's been there all season.
Yeah, he's been there all season.
He's got
but
you there.
You just benched him.
I know.
Game 6.
Yeah, but I feel like...
What's that do for your confidence?
Yeah, but
Gives him rest. Gives him rest.
Yeah.
You don't trust me for Game 6 where we can clinch?
Nope. Go to Game 7. It's for the fans. It's for the fans, Auntie. It's for the fans. Yeah, you know it's true. You know it's right.
I know
Everything's for the
it's
fans.
for the fans. It is
It's
for
all
the
for the
fans.
fans.
It is for the fans, but if it's for the fans, you might as well go with your backup goalie and lose.
No, of course not. Why would you want... Nobody. The fans don't want to see a backup goalie in there. Fans want to see
When
their
he's
guy.
better at this point
Nope.
and has more confidence?
Go with the man. Go with Niemi. That's my call.
Yeah, I feel like Niemi, you have to go because he has more playoff experience, and I know like but like benching and goalie is different than benching in other sports.
Oh yeah.
Like benching a goalie is just like
it's okay.
It's kind of like if
Oh, it's not okay for them.
it's not okay for them, but it's just like everyone gets it. It's
Yeah,
not like the
everybody
goalie's
gets
like, oh, why am I being benched? And then the coach is like, well, you just let 3 goals in, and that's your only job. So like, that's why you're being benched right now. And then he's like, you know what? Okay, I'll come back.
He
He's
got
like,
benched in 3 straight games, though.
He's got to prove himself.
He got pulled in 2 games.
What
and then
better time to
benched
prove
Game
yourself
6.
than in Game 7?
I mean,
I'm talking the Sharks up so much. I'm going with them Game 7 tonight. Tune in on NBC Sports Network. 10 o'clock. They're winning. They're beating the Kings. I'm saying it right now.
That's a bold prediction.
I'm saying it right now.
That's a bold position.
Antti Niemi gives up 1 goal. You're lucky I didn't say shutout.
Oh God.
I'm telling you. It's the way of the land.
What's the score going to be if he's only giving up 1?
3-1. 3-1.
3-1.
3-1. They get an empty netter. in
So
the end.
you're saying it's going to be a close game?
Yes.
Sharks.
Also,
back to the goalie though. Like the only way, it's kind of like a pitcher in the sense that like the only way a goalie looks good is if his team performs, and they've only scored 3 goals in the last 3 games, and those 3 goals came in Game 4 for the Sharks.
They're hot.
So they haven't scored in the last 2 games.
That's because Jonathan Quick got hot.
Yeah, but still, it comes back to the offensive series. Just playing a pure defense or offense. That's why I feel like the Sharks need to be like, all right, it's the final game. We need to score as much. They need to take a book from the Penguins playbook and be like, we're just gonna score.
Yeah,
we're just trying to go out and score.
At the same time,
because whatever they're doing now just obviously does not work.
they're nervous as hell right now. It's Game 7. They're ice cold. Can't score a goal.
Is it in LA or is
No,
it
it's in San Jose.
Yeah, it's in San
But that's
Jose.
not that San Jose. I feel like if you're a diehard hockey fan of LA,
You know how
you'll go
quick
to San Jose.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
San Jose is the toughest, probably one of the toughest places to play.
It's
in
the Shark
hockey.
Tank.
The Shark Tank, yeah. But I think those fans can turn on them if they give up a goal. Honestly, because you're up 3-0. They're ready to turn on you.
Yeah,
They're pissed.
that's true.
They're going to be pissed.
But what about the Sharks coach Todd McClellan?
Is he on the hot seat?
Is he on the hot seat, going up 3-0,
Yes.
then
Yes.
then going to Game 7? If he loses this, you think he's gone?
How long has he been the coach there?
He's been there for a decent amount of time, I believe.
Hold on, let me click on his name here. I
think a couple.
He was drafted in 1986. This is giving me his
playing
players.
career.
Yeah, this is giving me his playing
I think
career.
he's been there for a little while now. I mean, they have a...
He was an Islander, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Did he do anything?
5 games played.
Ooh.
That was his NHL total.
5.
1 goal, 1 assist.
Hey.
There you go.
Not
Two
much, but-
points in 5 games. I'll take it.
But I think he's been there long enough to where he's been out of the first round multiple times.
Probably.
So I mean, you can coach him up in the regular season and have him play, but if you can't get out of the first round, it might be time to go.
Probably, yeah. Especially if you're up 3-0, then you.
That's huge.
Yeah,
You just need to win 1 game.
that's true. That's all you gotta do.
Just 1.
And that win's gonna come tonight with Antti Niemi in goal. I'm telling you that right now.
Kings win
Do you have a score?
4-1.
4-1. 4-1.
4-1.
Who's in goal at the end?
I'll go for it.
Who's in goal at the end?
At the end?
Yeah. Don't say empty.
Stalack at the end.
Okay.
I'll give him the Emmy to start, but he gives up 2 goals. He gets pulled.
2 goals in how many periods?
1.
1.
He gives up
or
2
less
goals in
than
the
1.
first.
He gets pulled in the first.
No, if he gives up 2 goals in the first, he gets pulled.
All right.
They're going to be pissed.
Okay. How about you, Kurt? What do you think?
Ooh. I'm going to go with a bold prediction. And I know I said the Kings earlier, but I'm going to go 3-2.
Yeah, I talked him up.
in overtime. Sharks.
Who's in goal?
I think you got to go Niemi.
Getting the W. And how about the other ones? You got Avalanche and Wild. Who you got?
Avs.
Avs. All right.
And
then you got Rangers, Flyers, and you and I both said Rangers. Evan said Flyers.
I wanted to see that battle of Pennsylvania next round.
That'd be cool.
That's
a
Flyers
huge.
would win that one,
that's a huge rivalry. But guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing my Ireland jersey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know. I was looking at that. I was like, that's a nice jersey.
Yeah, I like it too. All right, stick around. Let's talk about baseball next. Let's go back to America. Let's get out of Canada. Let's go back to America. We'll talk about baseball, the MLB, right after this break.
Are you ready? James? Atticus? Yeah. Evan?
Okay. All right, fellas. Well, let's go! In the morning, the box said everyone attack, and they turn it to a ballroom blitz. And the girl in the corner said, boy, I want you to turn it to a ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz.
Welcome back to the SportsStop here on WSJU Radio, the voice of St. John's University. It is 12 o'clock, lunchtime, which I could use right now because I'm pretty hungry. However, I had a breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts down in Merrillack Cafeteria, where I hope some of you are listening in from here at St. John's University. I am James Mitchell. Alongside me are my partners today, Evan McGuire and Kurt Seam. Sem.
But so close.
Very close. I remember the spelling. Is it C-E-M-M?
No.
That's C-E-M-M. I don't remember.
I remember the spelling. Oh, butcher.
It's all right. It's not butchered. I mean, I just cut a little fat off. A little bit too much fat off. Going back to the butcher.
Okay.
What, you never been to a deli before? I mean, come on.
No, I haven't.
All right. Before we get into the MLB talk, let's do one of our favorite segments. It's noon. Everybody's feeling good. It's now the PM hour. The sun's not shining.
The sun's not out.
Sun has not been out all day.
Nope, not at all. Not in the past 2 days either. And it's cold. Oh my god. However, let's do one of our favorite segments. Kurt, you're new to this.
Ooh, I'm
so
I'm
I hope you are excited about this because it should be good. Ready? Here we go.
Ha 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 ha. These are the dum.
Those are the Dum Dums.
Dubs.
That was a new intro for the Dum Dums. It's kind of lame.
I was actually thinking. I was like, oh, maybe this is a new intro for it. I was like,
It is,
I thought it was going to be a lot more hyped up.
but it's kind of lame.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more hyped up. Not going to lie.
No, I have a new intro to the show.
That was.
I also have a new intro for the Dum Dums, which is very lame. In fact, I do not have the Dum Dum, just the plain Dum Dums on an MP3. I used it on that. And I think it's on the flash drive, which is recording right now. So after we all mention each other's dum-dums, we have to do the dum-dum noise ourselves. Okay?
Okay. I'm down.
Evan's really excited about this.
But what is it? Is it the one that was barely heard, or
yes,
is it?
It's dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Okay? Now we're all going to do that together.
Okay.
And we'll get it. All right, guys, do you have a dum-dum?
I have a dum-dum.
All right, what's your dum-dum, Kurt?
My dum-dum goes to the defense of Bayern Munich yesterday, who, in alone giving up 4 goals. On the final goal, it was a free kick from outside the box.
They're your Russian brothers, by the way, right?
German brothers.
Sorry.
You're really butchering this now.
No, I knew that.
German brothers. But, German, Russian people, But, anyways, on the free kick, Cristiano Ronaldo expected the wall to jump up when he kicked it, So he kicked a ball literally straight on the ground, and the entire
Like
wall
something a 4-year-old
yeah,
would do.
and literally the entire wall jumped and just watched the ball go right under him, and they lost.
And
And that was their fourth and final goal.
And something
That's
that
funny.
you have learned from a kid since you've been a kid: walls don't jump.
Yeah.
Walls do
not
not
jump.
jump. That's what I've been always told when I play soccer. So,
Well, you got to protect the goods. So, who's your dum-dum?
I'm gonna give it to. I'm just gonna give it to all the defense for FC Bayern. Dum.
Good job, guys. This is great. All right, Evan, who's your dum-dum?
all right. Well, it's a toss-up because I have two dum-dums.
Okay,
Oh, two numbers.
So, one goes out to Elvis Andrews,
Elvis Andrews.
swinging at a pitch out, trying to make a hit-and-run play.
That's what you're supposed to do, though.
Swinging at a pitch
That's
out.
what you got to do.
Swinging at a pitch out.
You learn to swing when it's
Swing
hit and
at a
run.
pitch out.
I'm telling you, that's what you do.
A pitch out. Did you see him swing? He
Yes.
looked like a ballerina.
I know he did. But that's what you got to do. You got
That's-
to somehow distract the catcher.
And
That's true.
it actually
That-
it did
that-
work because he threw it over his head.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
Elvis Andrews, you're one dum-dum for me because you look like a ballerina swinging at a pitch out.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
All right.
And my second dum-dum goes to a fan at the Boston versus Orioles game. Foul ball going into the stands. Now it looks like he's in a shaded area.
Was it a hard hit?
It was a pop-up.
Okay.
It was just a pop-up.
All right.
Going up there. He tries to make the catch. Gets hit in the head. Hit right in the head.
The old Jose Canseco.
He gets hit right in the head, and then a reporter comes around and interviews him. He's saying, "Oh yeah, it went into the sun. I lost it in the sun." And you can see there's like
You
it's
can
in the
see that
shade.
he's in the
It's in the
shade.
shade. I mean, so my dum-dums go out to Elvis Andrews and this fan at the Boston versus Baltimore game.
Dum.
And James, you're dum-dum.
Very good. My dum-dum is going to Bob Costas.
Oh
All
God,
right?
Bob
Last
this
night,
is very rare.
oh yeah, I love Bob Costas. You know that. But last night, yeah, it's not a flattering picture I have up here. Last night, MLB Network was doing the broadcast of the Yankees Mariners game, and so announcers, they usually go in between innings to go to the bathroom. Bob Costas went in between innings, and the stalls were full of Yankee announcers and Mariner announcers. And so he had to come back, and then he asked John Smoltz, who was his partner. He's like, "John, how's your play-by-play?" And John's like, "Oh, it's okay." He's like, "Great, take over for me. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes." Bob Costas left to go to urinate in the middle of an inning.
Love Bob Costas.
And he left John Smoltz to do the play-by-play. John Smoltz
How did
actually,
he do?
I don't know because it's not up here. Like he just has it before Bob Costas left. He's just saying, "Hey, John, take over for me," and then you have it coming back. But apparently there was a double play that John Smoltz called, so it was funny. And it's coming from Deadspin. I'll put it up on the Twitter. But Bob Costas, you are my dum-dum. Dum. Evan, you didn't participate.
I missed that one because I was looking at some more Oprah news.
Oh, what's more open news?
The combined Geffen, Ellison, and Oprah, their combined net worth is $57 billion.
Wow.
Oprah is 56 billion of that.
Exactly. Sorry, I saw Oprah, so I had to read it.
You gotta call.
And then Jameis Winston, shoplifting crab legs.
Shoplifting crab legs.
Yeah, I saw that too. All right.
Huh.
Sorry,
There you go,
Mr.
Heisman.
Sorry, I missed the dum-dum, but he could be a dum-dum.
You could be. All right. Those are the dum-dums. Good times.
Now let's jump into the MLB.
Let's jump right into the MLB. Again, the Mariners and the Yankees played last night. Robbie's back in
I
New
was
York.
shocked at that. He got booed so
Yeah,
bad.
he got booed really badly.
He got booed really bad. Like, and I was really surprised. Like, I thought there should have been more applause for him. Like, yeah, he sold out. He took the money, but I mean, who wouldn't take $64 million more dollars?
It's true.
Like, he won us a championship. Thank you for it.
Listen,
I mean-
Yankees, you've been doing that since Steinbrenner.
Like
You've been taking players from other teams since Steinbrenner, right?
like cheer him in his first at bat, and then you can boo him like normal. Like that's how it should be. You cheer him in the first at bat, give him that round of applause mix it with the boos, and then boo him. That's what I think should have happened.
Actually, did you guys see the Jimmy Fallon
Yes, that was hysterical.
thing? Jimmy Fallon had Robinson Cano going to Bryant Park in the city.
And they had a,
Did you see it, Kurt?
No, I did
Okay.
not.
They had,
They had
like,
a
this
cardboard
box.
cutout of Robinson Cano's face.
Cano went inside
Cano
the box.
went inside the box, and the guys and one of the reporters are like, "Oh, so you're a Yankee fan?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, are you gonna boo Robinson Cano tonight? He's like, "Oh yeah, definitely."
Go
And
boo
so he's
him
like,
right
"Go
now."
boo him right now." And so like the big tough New York guys are like, "Boo! You stink! Come on, you stink! Boo!"
And they look back
and
at
then
the reporter, and then he says, "Do it one more time, actually."
and then Cano comes out, and he's like, "Boo!" Oh,
And he's like,
Robbie, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
and then one guy was like, "I'm not really going to boo you tonight." I promise. I was like, "Wow."
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Fallon's, but
That was a great-
that
that was
was
great.
great. Matt Harvey at the All-Star game. That was a great segment too.
No, I love those because also Jimmy Kimmel has had this segment during last year's NBA Finals, and he went to the people in LA, and this reporter's like, "So are you excited about the Lakers being in the finals this year?" And they're like, and then these people were like, "Oh, I'm so excited that the Lakers are in the finals and that Kobe Bryant is going to win MVP." And they're like, "You know what? Yeah." And they were just like, make up this like how proud they are that the Lakers are like, winning and are going to win the NBA finals. And like, it's so funny. Or they also used to do that during the last presidential campaign. They'd be like, "So you're in favor of Obama?" And then like just lists off a bunch of like right wing Republican things associated with Obama, and the people are like, "Yeah, you know, whatever Obama's for, I'm for."
That's a great program that he's trying to set up. No, I mean, it's funny how these late night guys, they can do that. And the people out on the street, they're just oblivious to everything.
Yeah.
I thought that was great, though.
Cano, by the way, went 1 for 5 with an RBI.
RBI ground out.
And he stole a base as well.
Betty?
Yeah.
Let's stop watching. I put the hockey game on.
Yeah.
I was more interested in that.
Now, I mean, I don't...
That game was fun to watch.
You think Atticus is skipping out on us because he got sick at the Mariner game last night?
Ooh, he probably did.
Probably did.
Did he?
I
don't. When I was
didn't-
watching, I was like, "There's no one there," and then I was like, "Oh, it's pouring rain."
Yeah, it is pouring rain. Same thing with the Mets in Philadelphia. Pretty much everybody up in the East Coast.
Yeah,
That's East
only
Coast.
Baltimore was the only game that got rained out, though, in the East, I believe.
Yeah, there's going to be more after today.
Yeah.
I can guarantee it.
Today's everything's
Today's
gonna
the
be washed.
worst day. But yeah, you didn't tell me that he got tickets or anything like that. But I'm just assuming.
I think that's a good thought. I mean, I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
he definitely went.
definitely
Got sick.
He definitely got tickets at least.
He went.
Yeah, he went.
He went.
He definitely went.
Had a late night.
If not, he's got tickets tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, he had a late night. Oh yeah, he's skipping out on us.
We caught you, Atticus.
My roommate got me sick. I can't talk That's my
Caught.
Atticus.
You're going to be hearing from him next week. on the
Probably,
show.
probably, but that's okay. We'll see if he's even listening, or maybe he's just too sick to listen.
Ripping him apart.
All right, so what else happened in the MLB this past week?
I don't know what happened.
All right, how's the Yankees doing?
I mean,
What's with the injury bug? How's that going? Pineda
Pineda
got injured in his
back
his-
injury.
Yeah,
He's out 3 to 4 weeks. I saw
3 to 4 weeks.
starting yesterday.
Yeah.
So
So
How
what
far?
to do?
It's 10 game suspension. How long was that? Like, how long is that in?
Couple like 4
weeks?
games ago.
Yeah, but like
I think so.
that takes like a week or 2 weeks to get.
Yeah, it skips over him 2 starts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think that was the plan. But now he's hurt, so now he's going to be out for longer.
Well, now the question is, he gonna be remotely as effective if he can't use?
Yeah, he'll be.
Even though a lot of people say it's not that
I
big
mean,
of a difference.
all you have
but-
to do is put it in your glove, really, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
the main thing with the pine tar, it was
Put it in your glove. That's all done. Fixed. Easy as that, right?
But-
They just
I mean,
go to Dark Glove, get some pie tar.
the main thing why he did that was, at least this is what the Yankees claim and things like that, was because it was too cold to get the grip of the ball.
I mean, you saw it. He was struggling to get a grip in that Red Sox game
Yeah, so you use the pine tar to
because
kind of grip
the
it,
rosin bag can't help. when
and
it's
you
cold.
don't want to peg the other guys. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
And
just not.
he almost hit 3
sportsmanlike.
guys in the head that game. Just saying.
That was with the pine tar.
That was without the pine tar in the first
So-
inning.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get it will change when we get more into summer.
Yeah,
but
once the warmer things will go up, once the temperatures rise, I don't think you'll hear anything about it.
Do you agree with the pine tar rule, though?
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Don't use pine tar.
Wait, that you can't use the
No.
pitcher? The pitcher can't.
Pitcher can't use pine tar.
Why?
Because.
I want a legitimate reason.
yeah, no, I'm kind of with
this
him
is
on
legit,
this.
a legitimate question.
It's an illegal substance.
But it's
But
not
the
like
pit-
steroids.
but the
in
batters
sense.
can use it.
It's because you don't want to be throwing the bat at people.
You don't want to be throwing the ball at someone's head.
I mean, they do it anyway.
Yeah, because they can control it. They can purposely hit a guy in the head.
Oh yeah.
If a guy legitimately throws the ball at a guy, like loses control and almost hits a guy 3 times in the head.
I'm not.
batters.
I'm not one for having a foreign substance on a baseball.
But I mean,
I'm sorry. I just think
don't
that's
understand-
illegal.
I don't understand why hitters why you can allow hitters to use it so they can grip a bat better, but a pitcher can't use it to grip a baseball better.
Because then the illegal substance will be on the baseball.
I feel like it should be different if it's raining, though. If it's raining, and like we said, if it's a colder, like you just admitted that, like if it's colder in weather.
I mean, but like how
if it's over the
what
season,
you have like
winter,
a specific temperature? Like, oh, it's below 40. Go ahead.
I
Use
feel
pine tar.
like it's more of a rain issue. If there's like a certain amount of rain on the field, because when it's raining, it does change baseball. Like you can tell, like
definitely.
the game changes and the way. Yeah.
So see, it's better for them. They got the spitball for them with the rain. No, I'm just not big on having an illegal substance on the baseball.
Yeah, and then I feel like
Baseball
also
should
if
be
you
clean.
allow pine tar, then someone's gonna be like, well, what's the difference between that and other illegal substances in baseball? Which is a ridiculous argument, but it's.
I mean,
obviously
I get why he would use the pine tar. I get, it's for the grip of the ball and things like that. But ball should be clean. There you go. It's baseball. It's not a baseball with pine tar. Why should a bat be clean?
I mean, because it's helping you hit the ball. It's helping you keep your hands on the bat, isn't it?
Well, your hands are supposed to stay on the bat.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
hands
what-
not
so-
supposed to stay
so-
on the baseball.
So hold the bat,
You hold the bat.
but you're using pine tar to grip it, so you can hold the bat more.
Yeah,
so
but
the ball goes farther.
Listen,
Yeah, but I feel like
no, come
like
on,
you
that's
can't-
ridiculous.
No, but you also like the way you grip a bat doesn't add to how the ball. Like it's more the way you're like. It's like when
It's
you grip
all
the
in the
hips.
hips.
Yeah, it's on the hips.
It's
And like,
all
it's not
in
like in
the
pitching
hips.
where like every whether you move your sling depending the movement on your finger 1 inch to the right or 1 inch to the left or 1 centimeter.
Yeah.
It changes the pitch completely. And I feel like with pine tar in baseball, you have a lot more control than pine tar with a baseball bat. Because if you can just hold onto the bat, doesn't mean you're gonna get a hit.
Right.
That's not the hard part of hitting. Like I can hold a baseball bat. I can't hit a baseball. I can hit a baseball.
I can hold a baseball bat without pine tar,
Yeah.
Okay, then there's no rule that you have to use pine tar
but everyone does.
because it helps them hold the baseball bat.
And it kind of
With all these guys' powerful swings, they don't want any baseballs going into the stands or anything like that. Awkward pause.
no.
Like, I don't.
And also, I feel like
I don't
pine
like the
tar
pine tar
also has
I'll
that
say
that
that.
thing
Okay.
in baseball that's kind of like the shooting sleeve in basketball, where like, why do they use it? Oh, because it looks cool. Pine tar on the top of the baseball. It's like,
You get
does
them
that
in your
really?
mirrors.
Yeah, does that really do anything, or does it just kind of look cool?
All right, so here's another thing.
Please
you
go
don't
on.
you don't like pine tar on a baseball.
Nope. Illegal substance on a baseball.
So Pineda was an idiot and made it obvious.
Yes, he did.
What about the guys that put it in their glove, put it in their hair, put it everywhere else?
I'm not saying that they're doing it right. I don't agree with them using pine tar.
So
I'm not gonna.
but I mean, shouldn't it be just technically shouldn't it be checked?
I mean, if you want to have the umpire go out and check every pitcher of the opposition, you as a manager can do that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to stop you. I mean,
Because
go ahead, Joe Girardi. Check every Red Sox pitcher.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can do that.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah, but I'm just asking.
Okay.
Because a lot of pitchers do use it.
I mean, yeah,
They put it inside their glove, right?
I'm sure they do. If they can get away with it, I'm sure they do.
Dark glove, put it right in.
I'm sure you can. Yeah. Why not?
Quick. So I don't know, like because John Farrell, he said that, yeah, He can do it. Just don't make it obvious.
There you go.
So I just
Don't make it obvious. But
I mean,
like,
it's an opinion of. It's really all down to opinions. I mean, John Farrell says you could do it.
just don't make it obvious.
Just don't be an idiot about it. And if you were an idiot about it, I gotta call you.
Yeah.
Or else I'm gonna have the media coming down on me because the media sees Pineda's neck, sees everything all on his neck.
So do you agree with it if it's hidden?
I'm not agreeing with it at all. But if you hide it and I don't know about it, I'm not gonna condone you. I'm not gonna condemn you because I have no right to since I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's say if I was a professional baseball player and my pitcher was using it and I knew like, oh, he's like, hey, Jimmy Mitchie. I got
that's a great pitcher
Mitchie
name.
Mitch.
Great pitcher name, Jimmy Mitchie.
I got the pine tar in my glove. Don't tell the
Yeah, like
I'd be like, dude, take my glove. I don't think you should be using that.
Okay.
but
But then you would have it.
I'd hopefully these guys have more than one glove.
no, but here's
I'd be a
one
utility
only.
guy anyway. I'd have like multiple gloves.
Well, I was just doing some research about pine tar in baseball, and I actually found this, like, the original pine tar incident happened in a Yankees game, ironically enough, in 1983.
83, yeah, with
19
George Brett.
Yeah, George Brett with the and there's too much pine, which was funny because we were just talking about
Yeah,
like
it
what
was on
about
the bat.
It was
Yeah.
on, there's too much pine
What-
tar on the bat. And
No, it
my
was
question
too
is-
far up on the bat.
What's
It was above the label.
What's that do?
I don't know if it does
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But
That's
it's
my
just
question.
it was
At
just
what point-
illegal that it was too far up on the bat. Actually, and then they called Brett out.
Yeah.
That call was reversed
And
later
that
on.
ended- and
Yeah,
that
because he hit
ended
a
the game
two-home
there.
run,
Something like that, yeah.
two-run homer, and then the Yankees manager was like, "Whoa, no."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy Martin.
yeah.
So it's just.
But
I
however,
don't get that.
the Royals won that game because they called it like 25 days or like a month later, saying that the Royals still win. We're not doing that ruling anymore.
So then, I feel like you can't say pine tar is an illegal substance as long as you don't like. I feel like they need to come out and be like, "All right, no pine tar at all," or this is the only case you can use pine tar because right now,
No, I mean,
it
they
seems
ha-
like
they have no pine
you can
tar
use
at all
pine
for
tar
the
as much
pitchers.
as you want as long as you get caught, and then if you get caught, we're gonna kind of make up whatever we feel is the rule. Like I feel like there's no rule against pine tar in Major League Baseball.
There is
It's-
for the pitchers. It's an illegal substance. It's a
yeah,
foreign
but
substance
then
on the
if
baseball.
it's kind of like it's a rule, but like if you can if it's like cheating is encouraged, but if you don't get caught, like it's kind
Yeah.
of becoming that like cheating is you can cheat, but like if you don't get caught, it's
Then you're
fine. But
fine,
if you
yeah.
don't, if you do get caught, here's 10 games, which is 10 games in baseball.
I mean, let's go back to high school. All right,
Alrighty.
No rosin bag.
you're taking
no
a
pine tar.
no. You're taking a test in high school. You're doing chemistry, one of the hardest sciences I've ever done.
So inside the
You peek at another guy, whether you're peeking at another test, another guy or gal's test. All right. Now I'm looking at your iPod,
It's not an iPod.
iPad, whatever. I'm looking at that, just seeing if my C. I put down C for the multiple choice. I'm just seeing if
D.
number 2C
It's D.
is actually C. And I look over, and you got the teacher up in front of you, like, James. You're like, what?
What I do?
And then you give her your test, and she rips it up. She rips it away. You got caught.
yeah.
But is it okay for me? But, like, as a student, would it be all right? Have you guys cheated in high school?
Yeah, of
Never.
course, dude. It was high school. Yes.
Stop it. Yeah, it was
Like-
high school.
yeah. Like it's just like I could do this math homework,
You're
but
not
it's
supposed
just
to
like
encourage cheating.
Yeah.
I'm not a math
I got
person,
I
no.
got a buddy in study hall that did it before me.
yeah.
So, I mean, unless you get caught, then you
It's
get
not
then you
cheating
get
unless
the
you
F.
get caught.
Then you get the F. But like among students, it's unwritten that you can cheat, and you're like, all right, I'll give this to you. It's all right.
Yeah, but also if you cheat, it's a bigger deal. Like, here's my thing. Like, my only I get your point and I get that, but like where I'm coming from is that if you're gonna say cheating and then they catch you cheating on a test, they say, all right, you get an F for the test, so you get 0, and then your grade is whatever that is, and then you have to go to the deans and maybe you get detention. But in baseball, it's like it'd be like scenario of 10-game suspension in, back to the analogy of cheating on tests.
You just fail that homework.
Yeah, just like, all right, well, come back next week. Tomorrow you have to come in during lunch and take the test.
I mean, not everybody does that.
Yeah, I know, but like Major League is kind of like that. They're kind of just like, oh, well, all right, here's 10 games is not nothing in base. Like in a 162-game season, and if a pitcher starts every 5 days, that's only 2 spots you have to fill. Well, now it's different because he's injured, but if he was, that's only 2 games the Yankees have to find a new pitcher for.
I mean, I got you.
Yeah.
It's just...
Pine tar rule is causing a commotion.
I think my problem with the pine tar rule is that there's no, like...
There's no
what's the rule?
There's
Yeah,
no
like, what's the
for it,
rule?
technically.
You don't use it as a pitcher.
But they still use it.
Yeah, like...
But then nobody's checking them.
But they still use it.
I don't know.
They still use it, though.
I mean, if they still use it,
There
and
is
you
no
know if
rule,
they still use it, have them checked. If you want to be that guy who's like, oh,
Yeah,
check
but
their
no
pitcher.
one's going to be that guy. which
Okay,
is
then
the
don't
point,
be that
though.
guy. It's their
That's
their
the point,
option.
though.
It's their option. Whatever.
But that's the point, though. Like,
Okay.
the rule is. It's just
they also have like a bag
okay.
of chocolate.
Okay.
there, right?
You legalize pine tar. Then you got Pineda with his neck full of pine tar going like this every pitch. Is that all right?
I mean,
As long as it doesn't slow down the game, like as long as because baseball already has a problem that the game's really slow.
what? Just
So, like,
make it allowed to have like something.
In
like,
1998, baseball was brought back with home runs. Am I right?
yes.
You get pitchers using as much pine tar as they want each and every pitch. You think baseball's going to have a problem with the length of the game? Because it's going to be 1-0 games going for 2 hours, 15 minutes.
It's going to be quick.
Yeah, it's gonna be quick.
And then you got nobody interested in that.
yeah, but what if at the same time they use more pine tar on their bats?
But at the same
No,
time,
they can use as much pine tar on the bat.
But there's more steroids in the game now. Haha.
Not anymore.
Yeah, we don't really know that though.
I mean,
But Sealy just needs to realize that like his suspensions don't mean anything. Like when he suspends someone, they're just like, all right, I'll just wait till it's over and come back. Like Ryan Braun took it as like, okay, whatever. Like baseball, like it's like those non-serious, like especially I feel like with the entire NBA, Donald Sterling game,
Right.
Banned from ever going to remotely. He can't even go to like
yeah, he's got some sort of
any NBA event
yeah.
ever in history for the rest of his life. And Bud Selig is, if you cheat my sport, just wait 6 months and then I'll Bud Selig just kind of looks like a wimp. Like he's just not. Like,
I mean, but if you go back to like the NFL substance abuse policy, they only get 4 games out of 16-game season.
yeah. But also they
It's
get
got to be more punishment.
Yeah,
that's
I
right.
agree with that.
I feel like there should be like a little. It depends on what the substance was. Like I feel like if it's marijuana, that 4 games that's okay. That might be exceeding.
No,
that.
but I mean,
if you're doing
Sean
like,
Merriman gets suspended 4 games for juicing.
no,
That's ridiculous.
But
So pretty much punishment should be levied more strictly.
yeah,
But like with pine tar, that's not as strict as performance-enhancing drugs.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mean, I think 10 games is fine.
10 games is fine, but
Oh, yeah.
I think they should try and.
My issue is just with the ruling. Like, what is the rule?
It's illegal, but
Pitchers
pitchers
can't
still
use
use
it?
it.
Yeah.
Pitchers aren't supposed to use it. Batters can use it.
But pitchers still use it. In theory, pitchers still use it.
I don't know that. I haven't
I
checked
said
the
in
pitcher.
theory. I said in theory.
Maybe so.
It's just a rule that has a bunch of loopholes. That needs to be
someone corrected.
like someone needs to be like.
There has to be a clear ruling on it for pitchers. Can we agree on that?
I think there is a clear ruling.
I don't think there is.
Don't
because
use
they
it.
still use
No, but there isn't obviously because pitchers still use it, and if it.
Oh, like because
So you don't get
all
caught,
managers
it's okay.
managers say, yeah, use it, just don't make it obvious. So pitchers use it.
Okay.
Managers are pretty much agreeing that they use it.
No, managers are agreeing that they shouldn't make it obvious if they do use it.
So they're telling us they use it.
I mean, they're not saying anybody uses it. Did these say any names about people using
No,
pine
he's
tar?
not going to say names because
There you
it's
go.
illegal.
So you don't know. It is illegal.
But he's saying don't make it obvious. So he's saying people do use it.
You know what? Let's take a break. we can come back to this because we have a half hour. and we really don't have that much to talk about.
Actually, we have YOLO coming up.
Right,
next.
we do have YOLO coming up next. So stick around, you don't want to miss
Heavy dose
YOLO.
of YOLO.
But we'll come back to this. We'll come back to MLB, other MLB news. We'll probably look some stuff up. And we'll go back to the NBA and OPRAH. All right? OPRAH. So stick around here on the Sports Stop here on WSJU Radio, the voice of St. John's University.
Welcome back to the Sports Stop.
Welcome back to the Sports Stop here on WSJU Radio, the voice of St. John's University. I am James Mitchell. Alongside me are my partners Evan McGuire and Kurt Sem. Got it right.
There you go. Perfect.
How do you spell it?
SEMM.
Woo!
Yeah, it only took me, 4 tries? All right. In fact, that was our new opening. It was.
Oh, it was.
Yes, it was the summertime. In the summertime. However, it's not really looking like summer today, as it is cold and rainy outside. Like I said at the opening, today is a day for the Ducks.
All right.
All right, what? Are you done with me?
Real quick.
Okay, I'm tired of this, James. Stop it.
Just stop, James. Just a little bit more on Jameis Winston.
Yeah, what's up? Breaking news, by the way.
He shoplifted some crab legs. So, I mean,
Why does he have to shoplift for food? Doesn't the NCAA give unlimited food to their athletes now?
no, that's basketball, I believe.
Oh.
Now they have to do it for baseball. Uh-oh. So, FSU decided to suspend him from baseball
Uh-oh.
and fined him $30.
Fine him $30?
Yes. And
Wait,
he's
really? They
required-
fined him $30?
That's what it says on SportsCenter. This is coming from SportsCenter. I'm just reading off SportsCenter.
Fined $30.
Fined $30 and
can
required to
fine
do
a college
community service. I guess that $30 goes to the crab.
I'm hoping it would.
So they fined him $30.
I can't believe the school fined him $30.
What? That's not like that much money.
Is that a thing? Do the schools do that? I mean, it's,
Maybe the fine is just
it's just to
pay
cover.
back?
I mean,
pay him back.
I
$30 crab legs.
I would think so. I would think that's to
I
pay
would
for the
steal
crab
some.
legs. However, you fine a college student $30.
That's true. $30 is a blow.
Like,
to the
and
budget.
that's from the school. That's not from ShopRite or Walmart or wherever he stole them from. That's from the school.
No way Walmart has $30 crab legs.
I mean, it's true.
Come on.
Always low prices. Always.
I mean, if they did, that's some good crab.
yeah. Walmart is hopping for.
I mean, Florida State. He's on the coast somewhere.
And
$30. That's kind of funny to me.
I just see someone tweet it in response to this. This is why you need to pay college athletes.
30? No.
No. Stop it.
That makes no.
No. You don't need
That's why you have to feed them.
Yeah, feed them, or that's why you don't have your college athletes stealing from the local grocery store.
Because they're hungry.
Did anything else develop from that FSU? Because I know the NCAA were reviewing, or like legally they were reviewing Florida State University's like how they dealt with the first James Winston and the sexual assault thing, and they're like people were reviewing how he, like how, if Florida State did the right, like procedurally did the right things. But I don't know.
Were you talking about the sexual assault?
Yeah.
Yeah, not like not the first case, but I like a month ago they were talking about how the NCAA and like federal law are gonna like investigate whether or not Florida State.
Florida State or the police?
No, Florida State. If they handled Jameis Winston's like.
I think the investigation should more be about the police.
Yeah.
Because the police seem to be a little shady about that situation. I think Florida State took the appropriate reaction. Based on the findings from the police. Technically.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of a.
I think the police should be under investigation because that seemed a little dicey from them.
I think OPRAH should buy the Clippers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like
I hope
I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this since you brought it up. and I think she should buy the Clippers.
It just makes so much sense for Oprah Winfrey.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's what makes sense.
That's what makes sense. It's just one. It's Oprah, and it's leading people, and that's just Oprah. Like
that is Oprah.
Money plus leading people. Who's the best person in the world at leading people with money? Oprah.
That's right. You get a car. You get a car. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. See, I'm telling you.
I don't know
There
who
you
that
go.
is, but
We just read a tweet that said Oprah giveaway nights. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a car.
Shwoo!
Except where Clipper games be only watched on the O Network. Or the
Ooh.
already.
Ooh.
So you can only watch goodbye ESPN, TNT, O Network.
Oh, network
network.
only.
Oh no.
That'd be funny too.
Wow.
I hope she gets them.
Me too. I think that'd be great for the sport and for society.
Yeah. All right, James. Since you're a Mets fan,
Yeah.
and I just want your opinion on.
You shared some big news with us, Kurt. What?
Oh,
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I, Kurt Dem, am officially a Mets fan.
There we go.
I have a Mike Piazza shirt.
Yeah, me too.
Mike Piazza.
You have every Mets shirt.
I used to have a Tioshi Shinjo shirt. If anybody remembers him.
No, but I just want your perspective on Curtis Granderson
Okay.
Sucks.
and Cologne. Roberto Cologne.
Okay. You take
Man.
Bertolo Colon's start against Anaheim out of the equation. He has like a 2.3 ERA.
Yeah.
The guy can't bunt. That guy needs everything
How
on
about
his
his
bat.
swing when he loses his helmet?
Yeah, yeah. The guy is an embarrassment at the plate, and it's hilarious. But I mean, the manager Terry Collins can't be too happy when your pitcher can't get the bunt down with one out and a runner on first. He can't be too happy. So I think he's got to figure that out fast. But other than that, I
don't think he can figure that out.
I know, but other than that, I
Look at
love.
him.
He's so funny. The guy doesn't care. the guy doesn't care.
But he does not look like a professional athlete.
No, he doesn't.
He's not one of those people, if you saw him on the street in, regular clothing, you're like, you know what, that guy is a professional athlete. Everyone would be like, no way, that guy's not a professional
Yeah, you
athlete.
think he's like the star Buffalo wing eater at Buffalo Wild Wings. You think he'd, win all the championships.
But he does have
things
5
like that.
different fastballs that all look the same at first.
Yeah.
And then
They all
They
look
all
like
move.
change-ups.
yeah.
They all move.
And then you're just like, what?
And Granderson, you can tell that he's getting out of his slump.
That's true.
You can tell with his swings and his contact.
So is he batting 200 yet?
Almost, actually. But,
So he's going to get 5 points higher for the rest of the season.
Listen, he started out poorly. I'm not saying that he's going to hit 250.
I've been watching him the past few years.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to get from him.
Yes, I know. But, you can tell he's getting out of his slump. His swings are getting better.
But
His contacts are
slump
getting
is
better.
normal. See,
All right, the guy had a slow start. He went 0 for 22 at one point. That's going to lower your average. It's going to happen.
he's going to
what
go
is
2
he?
for
What,
22.
But once-
is he 360 or 3 years, 60 million, or is it? What's his?
I think it's 4 years, 60 million. Yeah. So, however, I'm a big believer in the weather. We all know this. Once the weather gets warmer, the ball will travel farther. So those balls that are going, at the warning track for Grandy, they'll be leaving.
But he still has to make contact.
Oh yes, I understand that. Which he is making a lot more contact right now. I don't know if you've been watching the game.
I have.
Okay.
I've been watching. You
can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell he's getting singles now. He's not in an 0 for slump right now.
Also, who's someone that is starting to pick up from the Mets is a guy I used to watch back in Arizona who used to be a D-backs, Chris Young.
Chris Young,
He's starting to swing the bat.
he is starting to swing the bat. He's also streaky too.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the Mets' problem. Everyone is just a streaky
Is he
hitter.
the
Yes.
fast guy? Or is that...
Chris Young's not the fast guy.
That's Eric Young. That's EY.
I had
Yeah.
the wrong Young.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
apologies.
Yeah, Eric Young
How's
is.
he doing? Or is he on the DL?
No, he's not on the deal. Juan Lagar's on the deal.
Lagars, right.
Young is Young's been getting on base. He's been a great leadoff guy so far, and he's been stealing bases too.
How's Wright doing?
Right? Yeah.
Just average?
He's been.
I think his average is like 275, and he's got 1 home run this year. So he
hasn't been the same power hitter.
ever since they left Shea. No, but I mean,
You take what you get with him.
yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter because he's captain.
But see, usually
That's true.
he's a better starter.
Yeah.
But
That's a little-
I mean,
Well, he's the only person on the Mets right now who has tenure. I would say, that'd be a perfect word. Like
Yeah, he's
David
Mr.
Wright's
Met.
tenure. Yeah, tenure with the Mets.
Captain America.
he's Captain America.
Yeah,
But
T-shirt to prove it.
it's true. We went to
I
that,
got a T-shirt.
we went to that free T-shirt night with him in the front with Captain
And I
America.
went to my seat with it.
Yep. It was raining so hard.
That was pretty miserable.
No,
up
no.
on the
Last
Pepsi
Mets game I
porch.
went to, it was the Cardinals one where they lost 2-0.
To Wainwright.
Yeah.
The only game they lost.
Yeah,
you
but-
don't go to any more games.
No, but is where I learned Adam Wainwright is. I don't know if he's still batting over 400, but
I'm not
Probably
sure
is.
if he is, but I know he's still dominating on the mound.
yeah, he's just
Fantasy team.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's really good. Okay. I saw a question going around the internet about Max Scherzer. Of course, he turned down a $175 million deal with the Tigers. And he's
For how
gonna
many years?
I forget how many years.
Okay.
But it was $175 million. And he's going to be going to
in baseball. It's all guaranteed, right?
not all, but if you
There's a
get
good
cut,
chunk.
there's a good chunk guaranteed. If you get cut, you're getting a good chunk back as well.
Okay,
Um,
so it's not like the NFL or basketball where they're like from the beginning. They're
no,
like,
the players' union in the MLB is the best union in the
sports
world, maybe.
yeah.
But he turned down that deal, and he's due for free agency at the end of the year. Do you guys think he gets $175 million? A deal like that. For reigning Cy Young Award winner.
Based
by the way.
based on what happened in this offseason with Kershaw and with all those contracts
Tanaka.
going around, I think he does.
Okay.
Just based off that kind of money. Kind
Remember,
of thing.
Matt Cain was once the highest paid pitcher,
That's sad.
or at least righty pitcher. I know he was the highest paid something.
It's just pitchers are the most. I would compare pitchers to centers in the NBA in the fact that they are the riskiest sports decision. For centers, you're afraid that their knees are going to go out, and a lot of them do.
Yeah.
And with pitchers, you're afraid that arm's going to go out,
Especially
which a lot of them
nowadays
do.
with all these
And that's-
Tommy Johns.
Yeah, and it's so difficult, especially because pitchers are starting to throw. Evolution of hitting. Pitchers are throwing harder. Batters are catching up to the hitters.
Puntar.
There's big hitters comparing with the big arms, and I feel that just to a pitcher for that much money, like who knows? Like, especially hard throwing pitchers, you don't know if that arms are going to hold up for the entire.
Okay. In a regular season, starting pitchers pitch about 30 games. A little over 30 games.
Yeah.
You're paying 100. Like I think he will get it unless something
you think
goes
it's too much?
horribly
You think
warm.
it's too
Yeah.
much?
What?
Do you think it's too much?
I think everybody's getting paid too much.
Well, yes.
Well, that's because
the
there's just so
problem.
much.
Yes.
There's
That's
like
the problem.
But
with no cap.
I think that's where he's at. Unless something goes terribly wrong this year. But I think that's where he's at.
He has an identical year last year, maybe a little less.
Yeah, I give him 18 wins, a 2.8 ERA.
He's higher than that. It's going to be higher than that.
I mean, what did he get last year?
I think it's going to be higher than that. I'm just saying.
Okay. I mean, what's his ERA now? I mean, I know it's early,
I haven't looked, but
yeah, he's good.
I'm going to say he's going to finish around 3.3.
Okay.
Not much higher, but still a little higher.
Yeah.
But I think he can get around 175.
I think he will too. Like I said, unless something goes horribly wrong.
because based off
he's got a 2.45 ERA
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
career 3.64.
Okay, what was he last year though?
Last year, give me 1 second.
Okay, take your time. I was about to look it up, but you can do that work. I don't care. But I mean, it's amazing to think about. Like Clayton Kershaw has what, $220 million contract? What does he have?
something ridiculous.
Yeah,
like that.
something ridiculous.
Felix Hernandez.
He works without playoffs. He works 32 times a year.
Yeah,
Think about Felix Hernandez now.
Yeah, seriously,
He doesn't work playoffs.
it's true.
He's like, yep, I'll take my money and relax.
That's right. Must
Save
be
that
good.
arm.
Must be good.
Save that arm.
He doesn't even need to save it either. That guy's durable. He's an ox.
Scherzer had a
2.9.
Yeah, 2.9
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
He's always had kind of a high, on the high side ERA.
Yeah,
But
except last year.
another great pitcher coming out of the Diamondbacks rotation.
Oh yeah, Scherzer was a Diamondback before.
That's where all good Arizona is like the king of getting their pitchers to play amazing for the Diamondbacks.
For the
and
other
then as soon as they
teams.
get, and then they just trade them, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, D-backs. How about them? He was in that trade with Phil Koch and Granderson going to the Yankees and things like that,
Kennedy.
right? And Kennedy, yeah. Yep, that was the
Kennedy
three-way
was
trade.
good for you guys for a year and a half.
Yeah, he was right up there in
He
the
was
Cy
a
Young dog. He was like
21
third.
pitcher,
And,
started
No,
out the next
Brandon
season.
Webb. I remember Brandon Webb won the Cy Young, and then immediately he was just like, all right, I'm done playing it. Like, I'm done trying. I just don't
Give
care
me my
anymore.
contract, give me my money, and I'm gonna be terrible now.
That's the problem. Like, huge contracts literally are just kind of ruining sports, though. Because
there's going to be a cap.
There has to start being but baseball. I don't know. Baseball's a little bit different because there's just so much money in baseball.
Right. But see,
And owners have
Well,
so
it's not-
much
it's
money.
It's
in
getting
just,
to the point where it's unfair.
yeah,
Yeah.
And there needs to be a cap. However, if you put a cap on now, it's too high.
Yeah. Listen. Okay. This is exactly why. Okay. Gilbert Arenas still gets like $40 million from the Washington Wizards.
Really.
Gilbert Arenas.
Bobby
last-
Bonilla still gets paid by the Mets $1 million a year. He's still on the payroll. It's ridiculous.
If they're going to put a cap, they have to put it this year. They can't let it get much more out of hand.
That's true.
I just.
Like,
I
once
don't.
Trout
I don't.
comes
see,
out?
I don't see.
I mean, Trout just got a massive contract now.
Well, once he's done at 28. That's his prime years.
Yeah,
That's historically the prime
and they're
years.
going to lock him up before that.
They better hope so.
I mean, if
the
if
only thing that the Angels say is if the Dodgers or the Yankees come in and say, "You think you can throw down like us?" Just watch the amount of
But
money.
Trout-
we're
Or if Oprah buys an MLB team,
he's going there, he's going there.
she'll buy the Cubs.
The Cubs.
that's the dream.
turnaround.
That's the
She's
dream
from
for,
Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
that's
God.
the dream.
That is
that's
the dream.
That's the dream for every Cubs. Like every Cubs fan just goes to bed every night. Just Oprah.
In their new
Except-
cars.
Except everyone just ride around in new cars in Chicago, and Oprah like receiving the World Series trophy, and behind them saying,
They're gonna have
"Curse is
Oprah
over."
jerseys. They're gonna have so many Oprah things.
From there, she
Oprah
could
memorabilia.
run for like mayor of Chicago or governor of Illinois.
And then president. She could just skip everything and go to president.
yeah, if Oprah Winfrey won if the Chicago Cubs won the World Series under Oprah Winfrey, she would be the next president of the United States.
Yes.
No, not even like there wouldn't
No
even
ifs,
be,
ands, or
there
buts.
wouldn't even be an election at that
That's
point.
right.
There would be no election. They would just be like, you know what, Oprah, just come on.
She'll promise everybody a car, and then everybody will vote for her. Yeah. Oprah.
And then what happens next?
Oprah 2016.
And then the
What
Cubs
happens next?
and then the Cubs have a dynasty lasting for 30 years. A 30-year dynasty.
And then the world blows up, I guess.
Yes.
Then the world just stops like
Just stops turning.
Yeah, because the world realizes it can never be as cool as it
Like
was.
when
when
you know
Oprah
how
became president.
sometimes people lose they can't lose, they're at a loss for words. The world would be at a loss for spinning and it just like fall out of orbit.
Yeah. There would be, no one could say anything because everyone's jaw would just be like, and just jaw would drop
What
and
just happened?
and just be like, yes.
Yes.
You wouldn't know what happened, but you would like it.
And then the famous pig will fly.
Yeah.
Oh, Oprah. Man, that would be great. Oprah owning a professional sports team,
Especially the Cubs.
especially the Cubs. That'll be
Let's work on the Clippers first.
no. Stop.
No. I'm kind of on this Cubs
Yeah,
back, man.
yeah,
I'm
we're
like,
on the Cubs right now.
just because the Clippers, like, the Clippers aren't what to baseball like as like what the Cubs are. I mean, Clippers aren't what they are, like aren't to basketball as
Right.
the Cubs are to baseball.
Right, guys. It's 12:52.
We got time.
We have plenty of time. Call in with your thoughts about Oprah at 718-9903. That's 718-990-3758.
You can either tweet us or call in, but it has to be about Oprah.
No non-Oprah.
I don't see what anything else is there to talk about after Oprah news. Or you can tweet
We can
at us
talk about
at SportsStop WSJU.
I know you, James. You don't like soccer, but yesterday was a big day in soccer, and today is also a big day.
Okay,
in
before we get into that, I just want to mention, guys, this is our second to last show.
Yes, it is.
We
It's
only
crazy.
have an hour and 8 minutes left this semester.
We're going to make the most of it.
I'm
Starting-
Oh, is your show next week not 2 hours? It's just an hour?
Oh, 2 hours and 8 minutes. I apologize. Next week
Yeah,
is 2
I was
hours.
just like, what? Oh.
I mean, of course, next week is finals week. So
We're still going.
Yeah, I can.
still going.
I can do it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I
be
think
here.
Atticus doesn't have a class or final or anything. I don't know about you.
No.
Very good. Okay. But yeah, this is our second to last show this semester. I know Atticus might be transferring. I don't know if he wanted to break the news or anything like that, but I know he was thinking about it.
Surprise.
I'll be back next year.
Good.
I'll be back.
Yeah, me
And
too.
then I'll be back the year after that.
Well, I'll be
And the year after.
I'll be back for the semester.
Oh, are you?
I'm graduating in the fall.
That's not. I don't know. I feel like we can
it's
have
not that
That's
bad.
a private talk we can have later. But
It's not private. You'll hear my name on the stage.
I'm
I
gonna go
hope.
crazy.
I hope. No, I shouldn't.
Mitchy Mitch.
Mitch E. Mitch.
I still respect your pitcher name being Jimmy Mitch. That's a perfect like
Jimmy Mitchie.
Jimmy Mitchie, starting pitcher for the Cubs team owned by OPRAH that wins the World Series.
Don't stop it. I'm gonna cry from my dreams of that happening.
All right.
All right, so yeah, I just wanted to make everybody know that it's our second to last show. Be sure to tune in next week. I don't care if you haven't tuned in at all. Tune in next week. For the 2 hours
segment.
2 hour. I guess it would be season finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season finale.
Of the Sports Stop, which should be jam packed unless Atticus has a sore throat or something from going to the Mariner game, which I guarantee you he did. And if he didn't, he's foolish for not.
Yeah, especially because they won. Like,
And he's going to Yankee Stadium.
yeah,
That's kind of surprising that he didn't come in just to brag about that, though.
yeah.
Of course, we're only assuming that he went.
He went.
Oh yeah, he went. But yeah, I don't think he's been to Yankee Stadium. I know he's been to Citi Field.
Yeah.
Cheap ticket.
Citi Field is like the problem with Yankee Stadium is that when you go there, there's just so many people who are like, "Oh my God, I'm here because the Yankees," and like I don't even know anything about them, but like Yankee Stadium, right?
But then you got the guys at Citi Field like, oh my God, this was so cheap. I'm seeing my first baseball game. Yay.
Yeah, but no, but like no, but
But yeah.
But
you do, but like it's not like people are like, I want to go to that.
it's,
Like
it's not a hot ticket.
Yeah, it's not like it's
You
like,
still
oh
see
my
a lot
God,
of
the
people
New
in the
York
other
Mets.
jersey.
Like,
It's true. You still see what? A Roberto Alomar jersey, did you just say?
People in the other jersey, but
Oh.
you can't see a Roberto Alomar jersey.
No, I saw some guy. I wasn't sure if it was with you or not. It was with you when we saw the Roberto Alomar jersey.
What, the rainy night?
Yeah, the rainy night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we saw a
That's
Roberto
right.
Alomar jersey. I loved Roberto Alomar. I was number 12 in Little League in high school. Well, first I was number 12 in Little League because of Roberto Alomar. Because I loved him. And I was the second baseman just like him. And then, it just kind of stuck.
and then the rest was history.
That's right.
All right. Quick 3-minute little skit on
We got
soccer.
5
Yeah.
minutes. Oh, okay, yeah.
Well,
Do 3 minutes. 3
Well,
minutes.
I'm giving you time
I'm
to
timing
sign
you.
off.
Go.
Yeah.
All right, go. Quick.
All right.
All right. So, Real Madrid.
Real
How about
Madrid
them?
won 5-0 on aggregate yesterday.
4-0 yesterday.
Yeah,
alone.
4-0 yesterday.
At
5-0.
Bayern. Thank you.
As
Now,
a,
Byron's really good
Bayern's
Bayern
the
is-
defending champions of Champions
Yeah.
League.
in Germany.
No,
No.
Champions League is the big.
It's like the
big
Super Bowl.
tournament.
But they're in Germany.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they are.
Okay. They,
Just say yes and make me happy.
They are a German team. Yes.
and they won the German.
Okay.
They won the German league
They already
like
clinched.
a month ago.
Yeah.
I believe it's called Das German League.
Yes. Yes.
Bundesliga
you're right,
also
right.
known.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can call it
Das German League.
Yeah,
Good,
Das
good job.
German.
Good job.
German. But
Das Deutschland.
Yes.
no, and then this Deutsch. You can say Deutschland. That's what I call it.
Okay.
But okay. Here's my problem with FC Bayern. Okay, I'm a diehard FC Bayern fan.
Me either.
Okay. I love FC Bayern, and they were embarrassed yesterday, like really bad.
You got embarrassed in the first
They got
20 minutes.
immediately
I blushed
as soon
because
as the
they
game,
blushed.
Yeah, as soon as the game started, they were just embarrassed. Ribery slapped someone in the face during the game. Didn't get
threw an
caught.
he didn't
Yeah.
slap him. He threw an elbow.
Yeah.
He
Get
threw
out
an
my
elbow.
house.
He threw an elbow.
It was just everywhere. But I feel like in the long run, it is good for them because
It puts him
had
back
a
on earth.
reality check.
it's the team didn't need a reality check. Pep Guardiola needed a reality check.
Now,
'Cause
who's he?
He's the
Pep
coach.
Guardiola came from
Okay.
Barcelona during the dream age of Barcelona. We all remember with Messi.
He hasn't
just
had a
being-
coach yet.
Yeah, and Pep Guardiola is just thought he was like
He came into
thought he knew everything about soccer and thought he was just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna tell him how to do it and then they'll go out and win. But then he realized that like you have to play defense. You can't have two of your defenders play offense the entire time, like Lom and Alaba. That's the only thing they do. That's why they're on the outside, because they always press forward. And you need to get. I don't get. They spent all this money on like they're getting Lewandowski for
Yeah.
next year.
They're getting rid of Mandzukic probably.
Yeah, Mandzukic
But-
is just the only. I feel like he's only great because he's a product of that system.
But like Guardiola has come into two great teams.
Yeah,
He hasn't had a coach yet.
he has it, and that's my problem. He needs to, and I feel like there's also a problem with having your. They didn't have it the last game because they were just got train wrecked, but the fact of having 70-something percent possession, because if you do that, then you're just letting the other team set up their defense and stand there.
Yeah.
And then when as soon as they get the ball, it's breakaway, and that's how Rio won the first game.
Yeah, so
And that's what they did the second game. They literally just said, "We'll wait until Bayern,
Yeah.
comes to us, and then as soon as we get the
Counterattack.
ball, just run."
if you can counterattack against them with speed, you're going to win
Yeah.
the game.
That's
I mean,
exactly why.
And if you score goals, you're gonna win.
exactly.
Exactly. Soccer is like every other sport in the fact that you gotta score points to win.
The more points you score, the higher the percentage chances of winning.
That's
Jimmy Mitchell's nuggets.
Jimmy Mitchell's
Got that
Nuggets.
for you.
That's right. Jimmy Mitchell's Nuggets. All right, it's 12:59. We got about a minute left.
Took 3
So
minutes.
that's my time to
we
sign
did our
out.
3
On the
minute
series
segment.
finale, can we have a legit 10 minutes talk about soccer?
That's going to be tough.
We'll talk about it.
We'll work on it. We'll work on them.
You'll have to persuade me
We'll find something good.
in a few different ways
We'll just do 5 2-minute sessions.
during the commercial break. All right, that's the show. That's the Sports Stop here on WSJU for Kurt Sen.
Sam.
Sem with an M.
M?
Yeah, like
M-M.
McDonald's or
SEMM.
Michael
S-E-M-M.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you said N-N.
No,
M-M.
MM.
No, that's your
M&M.
fault because you said
Oh,
N-N.
it's my fault.
For Kurt Sem, S-E-M-M.
Thank you.
And Evan. I did not. And we're going to record this. It's going to be on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, SportsStop WSJU, on the YouTube channel. All right, for Kurt Sem, Evan McGuire, I'm James Mitchell, saying, even though it's raining, life is good today. Let's keep it that way. Have a lovely April 30th, which is this Wednesday.